It's 8 o'clock in the evening here in Pakse, and we're just about to get onto our long distance bus to take us to Vientiane. And this is it. It's a sleeper bus, which we've never been on before in our lives. It's about a 12-hour journey, and I'm pretty excited. Are you?
Yeah.
All rubbish. Thank you. I'll try.
Okay.
We're done here. Sorry. Sorry.
All right.
This is D11 here. Good morning. Say good morning. We've arrived in Vientiane. Big shed tucked up on our way to Vientiane because it turns out that the bus station is a little out of town. Been dropped off by our tuk-tuk. We're a couple of minutes away from our hostel. Yeah. And what's this place called?
That dam.
That dam.
That there.
And you say it's the oldest building in Vientiane. So here it is. It's too early to check in, so we've just dropped our stuff off, and now we're going to like a shake place, a smoothie place. No, thank you. We're going to a smoothie place to go and find breakfast. Shake place. That was nice, Tommy. I like that. Woo! What's the plan for today?
See the sights of Vientiane.
But there are particular sites?
Yeah, but I can't remember the names.
Oh, okay. Well, the fake Arc de Triomphe.
The fake Arc de Triomphe.
That's its official name.
And
And
another temple.
one of the what's? Our impression is that this has to be one of the quietest capital cities in Asia.
Yeah.
Like they've got these big,
There's no traffic.
yeah, they've got big 4-lane roads, but they're really quiet and you can cross anywhere, and there's nowhere near as many motorbikes, anything. There's actually quite a lot of cars parked along the side, but they're not like, it's not comparable to anywhere in China or Vietnam or even Cambodia. It's really kind of like ghost towny in a way, isn't it?
It is a bit, yeah.
In comparison.
Saturday, so it'll be a bit
Yeah.
busier.
Yeah, it's Saturday, it's the weekend, and look at it. Japan 2019 event. Are we allowed in? We are in Laos, and then just across this green space over there is Thailand. Across the mighty and slightly not here Mekong. I don't know where the water's gone, it's definitely dry season. Excuse me. Sorry. It's our second day in Vientiane. Yesterday ended a little abruptly because it suddenly started pouring and yeah, it started pouring down in thunder and lightning, and so we never went back to the night market. We're just walking up now towards the presidential palace to have a little looky, and then we're going to go and look at COPE, which stands for...
I can tell you what it is.
Okay, tell me what it is.
Hope. If you can't spell. It's about people who during the Vietnam War they were damaged, hurt by bombs or landmines, and it's like a some kind of project.
It's to do with prosthetics, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
Prosthetics project. So we're going to go and see what they do there as well. Ah. We know this is the Sisavanong statue, but we've got no idea who he is or why he's famous or why there's a statue of him. But he's here in the historic part of Vientiane. He does have a funny face. Hmm?
Borat's calf.
Borat's calf.
Borat, you know Borat.
I know Borat.
Wawee.
We've just come out of the Cope Centre Museum, and I think we knew quite a lot of it to do with, so Laos is the most heavily bombed country in history per capita, and there's loads of unexploded ordnance still around the whole country, and they were all bombed by America during the Vietnamese War. And this was a war that they weren't even involved in at all. It's just kind of, what's the word?
What the brand?
No, where people go, oh, it's the word. No, what I found really shocking, and I don't know if you did as well, or if you knew about it, was that lots of the bombs dropped over Laos were dropped when the Americans didn't get a chance to drop them during their bombings, and because it was too dangerous for the pilots to land with the bombs in the planes, they just dropped them over spare bits of Laos, which is crazy because, you know, it's still affecting people up to this day. But what they've managed to do, lots of these charities and organisations, so COPE help people with the physical and the psychological side of things. They help with prosthetics and stuff, but there's other companies and charities like MAG International who help with finding and detonating current bombs, and there's still loads of them. People are still dying every year from finding unexploded bombs, but MAG go round to places that have reported bombs underground, and they go and they detonate them, which is really, really incredible. Yeah, so what they're doing, there's really loads of good work, but the fact that 40 years after the war is finished, the country is still suffering from what happened is crazy.
So 42 people died in 2015 from unexploded bombs.
Yeah, which has gone down a lot. And as they said in one of the documentaries, like the problem's finite. Once all the bombs are gone, they're gone. But it's difficult to know when that is because they think, you know, there's still millions of unexploded bombs below the surface of the ground. Yeah, do you have anything to add?
No.
So yeah, that was really, really interesting. Quite sad, but it's really good to see all the good work that's happening. Lots of national and international charities working together to get rid of it. What are you doing?
So it's like a mine trap. I've got a mirror here. It looks like it's my hand. And you remove it, it's kind of weird.
Okay. I was watching you from over there.